Top of the morning, man. What's popping with everybody out there? What's going on, man? Hopefully everybody is blessed by the best. You feel me? Because I know I am when you wake up. Anytime you wake up, you feel me? And you alive and well, I feel you blessed by the best. So many niggas don't know that. You know, yesterday I was chopping it up with a few people, gang. And, you know, we just talking about how a lot of cats nowadays, they take everything for granted. You know what I'm saying? And when I say they take everything for granted, I mean really they do, gang. The life they live, the blessings they got, you feel me? The people they got in their lives, um, um, sometimes the money, sometimes the things they have. You feel me? They take that and get out of there, man. Yeah. They take that and they take it for granted, gang. You hear me? They take it and they take it for granted. Uh, I know that because we see it all the time. I know that because we see it all the time. That's how I know that. I know that because we see it all the time, big dog. You feel me? I'm talking about in every situation, man, not just in small shit, big shit too. It's people out here, it's big people out here, gang, who got shit popping for themselves, who got a lot going on and they take it for granted, you feel me? They take it for granted. I'm tripping, I'm looking at these celebrities going through their relationship problems, and to me, I think that should be worthless. To me, I think it's worthless. Definitely to put all your problems on the internet, gang. So one thing you gotta do is stop having expectations. Them expectations you have, that's what fuck you up. Them expectations that these people got. You feel me? But I think your expectations shouldn't have nothing to do with where you going in life, where you headed in life, right? I never believe that. I ain't never think that. You feel me? I always believed in keep going, believing in yourself because the moment you give up, my boy or sister, the moment you give up, that's when it's it. You know what I'm saying? That's when it's it. Y'all been seeing me though. I've been coming consistency. I kept my consistency up with this music gang. You feel me? I've been dropping a video every weekend. Every weekend. Mm. I've been dropping a video every weekend and that's staying consistent because success loves speed. Long as I'm at speed with it. Long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, gang, I don't think it's no way out. That's how I feel. I don't think I'm a slip on it. And I think that's what all y'all supposed to be doing, gang. You supposed to be focused on the bigger you, the higher you, your higher self. You feel me? A lot of people, they scared to be their higher self. Why you scared though? Why are you scared? You feel me? If you already tapped in with that talent and that power and that gift that God gave you, why are you scared to use it? Hmm? Why are you scared to be yourself? Me personally, I ain't never been scared to use the talent and the gift I got, gang. I'ma run with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been dropping video after video lately. Video after video. I can't play. I can't afford to play. I see some niggas got talents and they waste their time with it. You know, I see some people out there in the industry, they got talent and they waste their time with it, gang. They waste their time with it. You feel me? Or they find themselves in a situation that they can't get out of. When you find yourself in a situation you can't get out of, gang, like they told you before, trouble is hard to get into. But trouble, you know, trouble easy to get into, but it's hard to get out of. A lot of cats, they get in trouble, whether it's in the streets, whether it's with a gang, whether it's with they boys, you feel me? Because a lot of niggas, they want to prove something to somebody, right? So now you get in trouble with your road dogs and shit, y'all on the road, hitting licks, whatever the case may be. And these niggas ain't there to fend for you. Now what? You done blew your chances. You done blew your chances, gang. God done blessed you and you blew them. You know? I see so many people blowing their chances, man. Life is too precious. First off, life too precious, man. Life too precious. Second off, you know, you should want to live. You should want to live to gain something. You should want to live to be able to teach the next person how to live. Mm. You should. We looking around, we seeing all these celebrity shootings, we seeing all these killings going on right now, just not even in the celeb world, but in the regular world, my nigga, where we live at. And people still take life as a joke. I don't take shit about life as a joke. Life too serious. So to live, my nigga, I make sure I stay away from everybody. I make sure they don't get my energy. I make sure the energy vampires can't steal my energy. I make sure I ain't feeding them nothing they can egg off of grow off of in a negative form or fashion because people can't wait to talk about you. And when you fall and failing, they can't wait to talk about you real bad. I'm telling you. So at the end of the day, y'all gotta learn how not to feed these niggas y'all energy. Them bitches too, them bitches get y'all caught up. I see bitches every day getting niggas shot, getting niggas robbed, killed. And it's 2025. You niggas act like y'all don't see this shit. You feel me? You niggas act like y'all don't see this shit. You can't smell that shit in the air. I can. I can see it. I smell it. I hear it. You feel me? I feel it. You know, when I get that gut feeling, when I get that intuitional feeling, I step back from it. We hear plenty YouTubers talking about it. We hear plenty streamers talking about it, gang. Live your life. Be yourself. Mm? Be you. Being you is going to get you everywhere. You trying to be like them other niggas, or you trying to be like them chicks out there, that ain't gonna win for you, baby. You ain't gonna make it. You gotta be yourself. And being yourself could be a God-serving person. Being yourself could be a, you know, one of them Bible-reading persons. Ain't nothing wrong with that, gang. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning. Top of the morning, everybody. Most definitely, you know, being you could be a motherfucker who don't believe in nothing. Whatever it is, be yourself. You're going to get more respect for being you than anything. You feel me? When you start accepting yourself, the world will start accepting you. You know? When you start accepting yourself, the world going to accept you. A lot of people ain't understanding you right now because you don't understand you. How many of y'all know people like that? They don't understand, you know what I'm saying, why people ain't understanding them? Because you don't understand yourself, baby. You got to understand yourself, and you got to give yourself a chance. Sometimes you can't be so hard on yourself. You'll fail at something. You are hard on yourself. Now you want to jump off the bridge. Now you want to blame other folks for your failure. No, at the end of the day, we got to blame ourselves. We got to blame ourselves for the lack. We got to blame ourselves for the failure. We got to blame ourselves for not applying. You know what I'm saying? I learned that the hard way coming up when I was young. Not applying myself, I don't get nothing in return. I try to teach that to the younger crowd, you feel me? Because the younger crowd, they feel like they got to kill something for something. The younger crowd feel like they got to blow your face off. Up here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a woman got her face blew off. She was shot because her vehicle, they stole the vehicle. That right there is detrimental, gang. At the end of the day, your young ass could get out there and work for the vehicle. You can go make music and make money off your music. You can start you a YouTube podcast. You can start you a YouTube channel and make money like that. These young niggas want to rob a motherfucker. They want to take everything a motherfucker work for. That ain't cool, gang, because I'm going to tell you something. The energy you put out here is the energy you receive. Mm-hmm. I be telling young niggas, the energy you put out here is the energy you receive. If you sowing bad seeds, you gonna reap them motherfuckers. If you sowing bad seeds, gang, you got a lot of bad fruit to reap. You got a lot of ugly fruit that ain't fully grown, that ain't sweet, that you gonna be eating on, gang. I don't know why people out here still live their life like karma ain't real. Like, like, like God ain't watching, like our creator, whoever your God is, because I know a lot of y'all don't believe in no God. Whoever your God is, whether it's money, that bottle you drink, that cigarette you wake up and smoke every morning, that blunt you hit, that phone you in, that phone you love to look at every morning, your God, you feel me? He got something for you. No matter how you look at it, the universe gonna send it to you. And everybody, they live like it don't exist. They live like, oh, this ain't it. That gang, you gotta stop playing with yourself like that. You gotta stop playing with yourself and stop playing with other people's lives too. It was 6 shootings over the Memorial Weekend. You hear me? 6 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 6, as if one ain't enough. One is too many. It was 6 shootings though. Now, at the end of the day, I feel like niggas out here just not caring no more, gang. These kids getting younger and younger and they don't care. And then I was talking to my brother yesterday about the school, about MPS. And he like, you know, he telling the people like, it's the parents. Which he ain't lying. The parents ain't shit. Teachers ain't shit either, but the parents. Nowadays, they don't teach shit. The parents don't give a fuck if the kid go to school. And, you know, I'm telling Money, I'm like, Money, you right, gang. Money, you right. He is, because my brother worked in the school. So he working around these kids. He working around these parents. He working around these motherfuckers. And he know. And I ain't saying he know because he also worked there, but we all know. We was kids before we went to MPS. We know what's up. It's the parents. The parents ain't teaching nothing. The parents scared of the kids nowadays, gang. And that's some shit right there, nigga. Back in my days when grandpa and grandma was alive, you get your motherfucking teeth knocked out. Disrespecting them people, you get your teeth knocked out. Disrespecting your people, gang. I'm talking about nowadays, these young kids don't respect nobody. They don't even respect themselves. They don't even respect themselves. Now, you know it's bad when you out here and you don't respect your people. But you don't respect yourself. These young people don't respect nobody, gang. They killing everything moving. And that's sad because they don't understand there's consequences behind that shit. You gotta pay for everything you put out here, whether it's good energy or bad. You gotta pay for that, gang. I don't know why they don't understand that. You gotta pay for that. That shit gotta come back. It come back like a boomerang. Like you threw a boomerang of energy, that shit come right back. And when it come back and it land in your hand, gang, you ain't gonna like it. A lot of you niggas don't like it. Some of y'all can't deal with it. Your parents end up hurt. You did. You in the grave now. Now your parents gotta mourn for you. They gotta go. They gotta create a GoFundMe. They gotta create a GoFundMe. You hear me? I pop up every day. You know, I know a lot of people who don't watch the news. I know a lot of people who don't watch the news. They don't even play that news shit. You know, I've been watching the news since I was a shorty. And they came from foster homes. They came from growing up in them foster homes and shit. And every morning the foster dude, he was watching the news. He got the news on. You know, so I'm hearing what's going on. I'm hearing what's taking place around the city. I'm hearing what's taking place. It ain't like a nigga scared because I was born in the ghetto. I'm born in the hood, gang. I'm born in the depths, the heart of the ghetto. So, you know, us that's from the hood, we ain't scared. It's a lot of niggas in the hood that's scared, but I ain't never scared of where I'm from. I can adapt. I'm one of them niggas who can adapt to any situation. So, but growing up in those situations and hearing what's going on, gang, you learn how to maneuver through life. You learn how to maneuver. You learn how to stay wise. You learn how to make wise decisions in life based on listening to certain situations going on, paying attention to certain things that was taking place around you. You paying attention to the area you in. You paying attention to the people you vibing with. Nowadays, these niggas dying because they can't even pay attention to the people they vibing with. They don't know the energy. They don't know if it's off or on. You feel me? They don't know the homie they been riding with for a year. He really jealous of them and he want to get them knocked off. So at the end of the day, he finna get them knocked off. Gang, I be paying attention to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, they be worrying about them little robberies taking place. You got to worry about getting your life took behind them robberies. They taking people's lives. You hear me? And I don't think it's cool. Me personally, I don't promote none of that shit. I don't promote taking nobody's life after you rob them. I don't promote robbing them. I promote going honestly hustling for your money. Like I said, go make you a CD, go make an EP, go do something. You feel me? Put yourself in a position to make money. Y'all don't want no money. Y'all want to complain. A lot of y'all out there just want to complain. You don't want no bread. You don't want to create a podcast. You don't want to create a channel. You don't want to create no clothing brand. You don't want to do anything with yourself. You want to complain. And that right there, that's your fault. That's your fault. You can't be mad at nobody. For real, you can't. You can't be mad at nobody. A lot of niggas ain't got nothing right now because they don't want nothing. They ain't hustling for it. Look, they still talking about the Diddy trial like, gang, all this shit is a distraction, man. It's a distraction from you getting to your bag. A lot of people, gang, they gonna miss out on the bag because they distracted from all these distractions around them. There's too much going on. There's too much to participate in. Half of the shit they participating in is negative. It's not right. They ain't got a good message. I be telling young niggas, go to school, get the education while it's free right now. Soon they gonna be charging for education. Then what? When they get to charging us for this education, then what, gang? When they get to charging your babies for education, then what? At elementary level, when they get to charging them for education, then what? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers gotta get this shit while it's free. You know what I'm saying? Get it while it's free. Get it while you can. Get anything in life while you can. Definitely while you alive. Don't wait till you dead and gone to get your flowers. Like all the artists be saying, shit, real people need to do that too. Don't wait till you dead and gone in these streets to get your flowers or to get everything God promised you or to get everything that you know you abundant of. Don't wait. Get it right now, my nigga. Live your life. Live a little bit. Stop with the expectations. Stop with the expectations. Some of y'all expect too much and don't put in enough. Some of y'all expect too much and don't put in enough, man. Niggas losing their lives every day, gang, in these streets back to back. And at the end of the day, like I said, I always been one of the ones to stay low and out the way, gang. You hear me? Low and out the way. Hey, mother. That's the way to stay. Low and out the way, man. The way to stay is low and out the way so you can stay alive, you can get this paper. You know what I'm saying? You can be yourself, you can live. If you got kids, you can raise them. You feel me? If you got shorties, you can raise them. All of the above. And at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of niggas don't want to do that, man. Niggas wanna cause mayhem. Niggas wanna cause havoc. Niggas wanna make it bad for other people. You feel me? They do. That's the truth. You niggas wanna make it bad for other people. Not only you making it bad for other people, you making it bad for yourself, gang. And your people. You making it bad for yourself and your people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't care about your people because, like I said before, you don't care about yourself. I knew I cared about myself when I woke up every day with a dream and a goal. I knew I cared about myself. I'm like, gang, one thing I can't do is I can't not make it. One thing I can do is I can't keep going. One thing I can do is apply myself to everything there is for me to apply myself to. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care what people think. None of that. You hear me? None of it. Get your ass up. Yeah. None of it. All I know is that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I do daily. That's what you should do. That's exactly what you should do daily. Get up, apply yourself to whatever it is you want out of life. Because a lot of people, they want stuff out of life. But this the thing. If you ain't chasing it, if you ain't trying to get it, then what is you going to get out of life? Nothing. But hard times, gang. You ain't going to get nothing but trouble and hard times. And then when you feel low and down and out, what you going to do is you going to go put yourself in a situation you could have got out of. You're going to go put yourself in a situation you ain't had no business in. You feel me? You're going to go try to hurt somebody for the paper. You're going to go try to all types of shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what they get you into. So you got to be smart. You got to be smart. But if whole niggas finish that moment of start, I go for the killing. I'm satchel you brought. I know niggas feeling inside, bro. Killing me side. If you inside the heart, like niggas killing him soft. If you ain't with me, you an enemy. Those niggas against me, that's how I feel, gang. You feel me? My music is what I do. I stay on that music shit. That's what I do. I keep myself focused, or I'm doing some books, my nigga. Stay reading a book or writing one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I stay reading or writing a book, my nigga. I got books on Amazon. You wanna check them out, go check them out. You feel me? Go check them out. Look up Alfonso Whitelaw. Go check them out. At the end of the day, you gotta do something with your time. One thing you can't do is waste your time. Time is everything, man, and time ain't on our side. You gotta think about that. Time ain't on our side. Time ain't on your side. Any day you can pass, but why focus on passing when you can focus on getting money? Why focus on the negative when you can focus on the positive? That's how I look at it. Instead of focusing on the things you can't fix, focus on the things you can fix. A lot of things in the world you can't control, gang, so I don't even know why you try to, right? A lot of things in the world, a lot of y'all can't control, so why do you try to? You got to focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can fix. Focus on the things you can change in life, and that's yourself. That's starting with your mental. You can only change yourself, and that's starting with your mental. Some people try to change their physicality and the physical world first, but you got to change here first. You got to change the mindset. Your mindset still can be corrupted. You hear me? If you got a corrupted mindset, you got a corrupted heart. Now you got a corrupted, you know what I'm saying, physical reality that's taking place in front of you. Everything that comes for you or towards you is corrupted. It's negative, gang. You feel me? See, one thing I noticed about life is, gang, once I start going through trials and tribulations and shit, and I start paying attention to the things I was doing in life that was bringing me back bad karma, I had to slow down on that shit. I had to start making different decisions, wiser decisions. A lot of y'all don't want to make wiser decisions. You don't even want to make a different decision. Some of y'all don't even want to change, and that's bad. Some of y'all love staying the same, but see, God ain't make you to stay the same. God made everybody to change and elevate. Not change for the worse, but elevate. Change for the better. A lot of y'all don't want to change for the better. You like it just fine where you at. Well, where you at ain't been working for you. Where you at been bringing you problems, gang. You got to think about that. You got to think about that. Where you at bringing you problems. Where you at got you in drama. Where you at got the wrong people around you. Where you at is causing negativity to take place in your life. You feel me? You got to think about that. A lot of y'all don't think like that, gang. I think like that every day. At the end of the day, I don't want to be with nobody who gonna bring me down. I can bring myself down. Why the fuck I'ma vibe with you if I know you gonna tear me down? Nigga, I can tear myself down. I wanna be with a motherfucker who gonna boost me, gonna motivate me. You feel me? Who gonna have me on that shit? Who gonna have me on the truest shit? Who gonna have me on my shit? In all actuality, once you get showed, you should know how to be on your shit. Once you get showed, once the nigga show you the game, you should know how to be on your shit. You should know how to attack the pavement. You feel me? Not getting yourself in no drama. You should know how to attack the pavement solo, by yourself, dolo, out the way. Wait from the back door out. That's what I want to be around. I want to be around a motherfucker that motivate me. I don't want to be around nobody that bring me down, that tear me down. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around nobody who gonna talk about me behind my back. Some of you niggas love that. Some of you niggas love being around people who gonna talk about you behind your back. Some of you niggas is some of the niggas who talk about people behind their back, gang. You gotta think about that. And then you wonder why you got strife going on in your life. You wonder why you got trouble following you, why drama and death following you. Cause you run around and you with the people who talk about people. You one of them niggas who talk about people. You one of them bitches. You gotta understand that. So don't be shocked when strife come your way, when drama come your way, when bullshit come your way, when people with negativity come your way. Don't be shocked, gang. You hear me? Hey, top of the morning, Big T. Top of the morning. Salute, gang. Salute. Don't be shocked, y'all. You know? That's why I said I'm not shocked by some of the things that took place in my life because I know what happened. I know I presented those doors of opportunity for negativity to fall in my life. I know I did. By the things I was doing, by the people I was socializing with, by the things I was thinking like. You know what I'm saying? So if I started off definitely in the morning thinking negative, watch out, cat. If I started off thinking negative, you know, it's always gonna be some negativity following me. If I'm starting off my day every day doing negative things, drinking right away, I'm out with the guys on the block. You feel me? And we out here ready to hit a lick. I'm automatically signing myself up for negativity to come towards me, for negative karma to come towards me, gang. And I don't even know it. That's what take place a lot of times right now. A lot of times it's cats out here, and I be seeing this. Some of my homies, you feel me? They sign themselves up for certain drama. They sign themselves up for certain deaths. You feel me? You out here, you dealing with certain people you shouldn't be dealing with, and you know that. You know that because you can feel it in your spirit. You know that because you can feel it in your intuition. You hear it when it's said to you. But yet, you go fuck with these niggas, or you go fuck with these females. You put yourself in a circle with these females. Like it was a chick up here, and you know she got killed. A friend she was with or whatever ran her over, and she already texted somebody else and told them, "Look, I got bad vibes. I feel bad vibes with these people. Blase whoopty. I should have rolled with y'all." At the end of the day, she ended up losing her life. She was twerking on them headlights. Well, old girl said twerking on them headlights. She was twerking on the headlights, gang, and they killed her. But at the end of the day, why do it gotta be a friend? You know what I'm saying? Why? Like, damn. That's one thing I noticed, gang. It's always a friend. It's always a buddy. You know, it's always a buddy. I noticed that anytime somebody die, gang, it's always a buddy that killed them. There's always somebody that know you that kill you, gang. Why is it like that? There's always somebody that know you that take you out. It's never the stranger. The stranger don't really know how you coming. A stranger that's on the street, he gotta watch you for a minute. He gotta stalk you down, gang. He don't know how you coming. He don't know how, you feel me? But it's always a motherfucker you know that bumps you off. It's always a motherfucker you know that's gonna knock your noggin back, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that's what you gotta watch out for nowadays. That's the scary part. You gotta watch out for that. Like, definitely up here in Milwaukee, gang, it's been so many shootings and killings, and 9 times out of 10, it's been the people the niggas know. Or it's a little bitch they done fucked on that she fucking on another nigga. You feel me? And they know each other, and now this nigga knows something, and he jealous. Hey, we finna take that nigga off type shit, you feel me? You get that, can we get his information type shit. You get that, you know what I'm saying? Set that up type shit, like, come on, gang. So you gotta watch and pay attention. You gotta make sure you ain't giving your energy. God's giving energy that's been given to you to utilize and create, to manifest. You feel me? To manifest the things you want out of life. You gotta make sure you ain't giving that energy to the devil, to the vampire, to the energy sucker. Cause at the end of the day, they are out here, gang. They're out here. They gonna find any which way to get up on you and ease up on you. You feel me? And once you let them ease up on you, it's over. Once you let them do that, it's over. They're gonna try to wrap you up, man. You hear me? These niggas is killing each other back to back. I'm talking about, and they homies. They ride. That's why niggas, when they ask me, gang, you wanna ride, you wanna kick it, you wanna smoke? Hell no. Nigga, I'm in the crib. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you come to my crib, nigga, listen, the only thing gonna happen is it ain't gonna be right. That's it and that's all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be right. Because now the way I set it up is you gotta get to this motherfucker to do something to me. Once you make it to my house, my comfort zone to do something to me with my family and gang, I know what to do. You hear me? And I ain't worried about what to do. I'm gonna pray to God and leave it to him and do what I do. That's it and that's all. Y'all niggas put yourselves in a situation where you gotta be in the street. And in the street, you ain't really covered. God ain't governing you out there like that, gang. Definitely if you ain't with him, if you ain't talking with him, you ain't on his timeline all the time. If you ain't on his timeline, and half of you niggas ain't on God's timeline. Half of you niggas don't even associate with your creator no more. Half of you niggas think you is your creator. Half of you niggas put power within. And I understand that to an extent, but at the end of the day, gang, I got faith. I believe. I believe in a deeper power. I know it's a deeper power. You feel me? That's involved in this universe, in this world. But a lot of y'all don't, so that's why y'all dying like that fast. Hey, I heard a young nigga tell me he don't want to get old. He's like, I don't want to be no old ass man. He's like, I don't want to be no old ass man with gray hair and shit like that. And that shit fucked me up. It bothered me a little bit because I'm like, wait. I said, nigga, I'm aging and I love aging. I love getting older. I'm getting wiser as I get older. I can admit when I was young, I didn't know shit. And I was out there following every other nigga that I thought it was cool. I'm thinking it's cool. When I was young, I was being a follower, gang. But that's why I'm so polished now, because I was a follower before I was a leader. But this the thing, I wasn't following no dumbass niggas. Shout out to my boy Big T. I follow Big T. I follow niggas like that, niggas with knowledge, gang. You ain't finna see me following no dumbass niggas. I follow niggas who be popping and know what the fuck they talking about, and they own it daily. They feeding their family. They taking care of what they gotta take care of, and motherfuckers who got something going for themselves. Like Gang do his music. Gang do a whole bunch of shit. He don't just do that. Gang do a whole bunch of shit, and that's why those are the people I follow, whether far or near. I don't give a fuck if my boy across the country, nigga. I'm still following by example, the example that you leave on your channel, the example you leave on episodes when you pop that knowledge. That's what I'm following because that's the bigger message. These cats ain't following that. They don't get the bigger message out of that, man. You feel me? They don't get that. Hey, on the real, Big T, that's real though. But they don't get that bigger message because, like I said, they don't got nobody to follow out here. A cat told me that the other day. He said, nigga, if a nigga ain't making more than me, I ain't listening to him. You feel me? That was some rapper shit he said to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I said, wait, the creator make more than you. The creator make life. You know what I'm saying? A woman make more than you. She make life. She give birth. Now, if you count the money, which is a title which holds a feeling, because now that I'm learning every word holds a feeling, you feel me? And it carries a emotion. You think this money makes you the all high. Like, gang, you your own all high in your mind. You feel me? That's why you ain't gonna be here long. That's why you ain't gonna be here long. You know what I'm saying? I tell him, I'm like, bro, if you tell me what you're doing, I can tell you where you're gonna end up. Shout out to T Grizzly. That was one of his lines, but that was the truth. Cause I tell him that, like, bro, if you tell me what you're doing right now, what you selling dope or something, I can tell you where you're gonna end up. And only a wise person can do that. A lot of niggas out here nowadays in 2025 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they ain't that wise. Boy, they out there on that block. They don't even know the nigga they on the block with setting them up, gang. He in the back texting all type of niggas. Where all the spots they going to make sales, how much he picked up. And this your boy. You been riding with him for 2 years. You feel me? Smoking big fat wood blunts back to back. You feel me? Losing your motherfucking mind. You riding with this nigga 2 years. This nigga setting the whole play up. At the end of the day, that's the shit you gotta look out for. But you know what? These niggas out here, In Milwaukee, they think you need niggas. They think they need a nigga, to watch their back. God gonna watch your back, fool. It's already a person been watching your back since you was born. You come around, you talking about, or your creator is watching your back. You talking about my homie. Your homie wanna knock you off. Your homie wanna smoke you. Your homie wanna kill you, gang. You hear me? Money is an energy, yup. It holds, yup, sway because men value our thoughts. No, yup. You right, gang. You totally right. It is an energy. And I learned all words, carry energy, some sort of energy. That's why they say words are spells. You feel me? You tell a motherfucker you hate him, that's a spell. You made him feel some type of way. You feel me? You made him feel some type of way, probably to create violence in your life, bring harm towards you and your family, or, you feel me, to turn the other cheek. He might not even say nothing, but whatever you did, whatever you said, you done created a spell to cast, and you cast that on that person, and now he feeling it. You hear me? So at the end of the day, yup, yup. At the end of the day, I start paying attention in detail to what I'm saying too. But it took me years to learn that game. It took years. This wasn't no overnight shit. Like, bro, it took years, and I did not know that. I'm like, wait, so I've been studying the wrong lane of life the whole time. I've been studying the wrong lane of life the whole time. Now, you try to tell this shit to some nigga. You feel me? You try to get that young nigga that information game. That nigga gonna look at you crazy. If he gonna tell you, if you ain't got more than him, he gonna tell you, nigga, let's get a bag. He gonna tell you some shit like that. I heard a nigga say that. But at the end of the day, I can tell him where he gonna end up. He gonna be dead as hell soon. Because I know how he playing it. I know how he playing the streets. Everybody played the streets like that once upon a time. Some didn't make it out. Some, they was able to sit their ass down 2 a.m. in the morning. You know them nights, late nights, you wake up thinking hard and shit. Yeah, they get those days in their life where they think like, you know what? This shit ain't worth it. This ain't. You know what? I almost lost my life the other day. This shit ain't worth it. I think I got to take another route. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to take another route. Y'all young cats think it ain't. It's cool to take another route. It's cool to take the righteous route too. It's cool to take a right path. You ain't got to feel like no punk, because I'm going to tell you something. They're going to talk about you anyway. Whether you do it or you don't, whether you make it with the drug dealers and the bosses, they gonna talk about you when you get there. They gonna say you was one of the fakest ones, you was police, you feel me? Or whether you be one of them nerd ass niggas who read all day and get an education, they gonna say you a nerd anyway. They gonna talk about you no matter what you do. But make sure you doing the right thing for you. Make sure you doing the right thing to get your soul somewhere. Make sure you're doing the right thing to make sure you land up in the right place or land on the right, palette when you leave this motherfucker, when you leave this physical form. Because at the end of the day, man, they getting took out every day. It don't make no sense. I'm talking about, like, dog, it don't make no sense. And everybody be like, man, everybody die every day, B. Man, listen, that shit ain't normalized in my life. I don't normalize that shit. If you look at certain books or certain Bibles or whatever, you read Qurans or whatever, them people was living a long time. Why can't we? Of course, everything that happened through the evolution, okay, yeah, this done changed, so time and this done broke down. You feel me? Because I had a nigga argue me that, like, man, well, over the time, evolution changed. Well, of course, but we ain't living right either. We ain't eating right either. Why don't y'all want to admit that? Niggas drinking lean and smoking every day. Gang, I know I'm a product of, I know. You feel me? We ain't living right. But now that niggas say that, they like, man, you wrong. You tripping. No, I ain't tripping, gang. It's time to get our bodies right. It's time to stay exercising that day. It's time to make sure what we putting in our body, we want to get out. You feel me? Not putting in your body and you don't care what come out, nigga. That's why you got poisons coming out your body, toxins coming out your body, fucking you up, wondering why you sick every day. You feel me? Wondering why you having health problems, wondering why you got health issues. And at a young age, you hear me? At a young age, this shit it's crazy, gang. It's crazy to me. I was just talking about it with my brother yesterday, like with the MPS system. I said, bro, that's a long conversation. We got to go way back on and start up, you know? Like, we can't just figure out why the kids don't want to learn in MPS. We know the teachers ain't shit. But like he said, well, the parents, it start at home. Because my brother work in the school. Well, yeah, it start at home. But some of these kids, even if they have the best parents, some kids got two parents. They got the mom and dad. They still turn out bogus. You feel me? And some kids, they probably grew up in foster home. They turn out some of the best. But, it go vice versa too. And I'm telling them, I'm like, bro, that's a conversation we gotta just go way back. We gotta start way back from the beginning with, because right now we ain't gonna get no results with these younger kids. That's what scared me. They are future, right? Shit. Goddamn you. Nigga, y'all see what they doing? Nigga, they just killed the girl on 73rd and what? Mill Road for her car. Left her on the curb, nigga. For what? Cause she seen their face. Yo, bitch ass shouldn't be out here robbing nobody. Yo, whole ass should be somewhere getting some money. Go get a job. Go get a job. I'm playing my music right now, gang. Go make some music. Go make a podcast. Go write a book. Go sell a forum. You feel me? Go create anything, motherfucker. Anything. Do t-shirts. You feel me? I'm doing that too. I got some t-shirts I'm putting up too. First though, when I was doing t-shirts though, it was honestly for my music, like for my brand, and then also for my cake bakery brand. I got my cake bakery going on, man. Yes, I got my LLCs for it, most definitely. And man, my wife been hitting it off hard, gang. We been hitting it off hard, man. Just trying to do shit different, bro. Trying to build generational wealth. And I actually stopped being scared and dove in. I went and paid. I said, you know what? Fuck that. Let's take the leap, because I never know if I don't take the risk. You know what I'm saying? I never know. And that's what I want to do. I want to lead this motherfucker too. You feel me? I want to move somewhere else. I want to be able to travel the world. And that's what I am going to do, gang. But a lot of people don't believe in themselves. I believe in myself. That's the difference. I believe in myself, gang. I believe in everybody that I talk with. Everybody I communicate with, I believe in them. You feel me? And due to the fact I see how hard they go, that make me go hard. You feel me? Because I know if they can do it, I can do it. You feel me? That's why I say, like, I see my nigga Big T. He be at work on this podcast, gang. Terrence be at work, nigga. That's why they call him Terrence the Great, because the man great at what he do. At everything, fathering and all that shit, and he let a motherfucker know on podcast, gang. And I think that's one of the realest things I ever seen from a man, my nigga. These niggas out here, they beating up bitches and shit. That shit ain't man shit. A nigga slapped the shit out of a woman. And my bad for calling them bitches. But they present themselves to these men as bitches, like the Bible says. So that means you get to treat them like that. So, you know, I apologize and I can't apologize. But to the ladies, to the women, the real women, I don't see my boys and them doing that shit. I don't see nobody I communicate doing that. They ain't out there jumping on ladies and beating them up. You feel me? Now the broads out there who acting like bitches and hoes, they don't even deal with them. They don't deal with them. But it's a crowd of niggas who do. And they abuse them. Them ladies got kids. Y'all don't give a fuck. They got kids who see this. You send them home and their kids beat up. Bogus. You feel me? All because he perked out. All because he high as hell. All because he mad as hell. Oh, the girl, she ain't sent him $17. He mad as hell. He needed $17 more on his perk. He mad as hell. So he break her jaw, whoop her with the pistol. Like, come on, gang. I done seen it all, gang. But it ain't nothing I approve of. And I be tired of seeing that. But, you know, I ain't never seen nobody speak up either on it. I ain't seen no man speak up on it and stop another man. You feel me? That'd be crazy. Like, damn, why ain't nobody just gonna blow at him? Blow at him. I bet he move around. He gonna move right around. He gonna leave her alone. He gonna move. But that ain't the right thing to do either. But I'm just saying, like, damn, not to sit there and watch it. You feel me? Not to sit there and watch. I remember me and my wife seen that before, gang, some years ago outside our apartment building. And we had to stop the nigga. And, you know, he was like, mind your business. We like, man, we calling the police on your bitch ass. I wanted to shoot at him, but we calling the police on your bitch ass, gang. You stuck. The nigga was jumping off the gate, nigga. He outside the apartment, jumping off the fence, jumping on the girl head, gang. Now, I know I'm supposed to dive in their business, but she probably got to go. Actually, she did. She lived in the building. We knew the girl. Man, like, she got kids down there. You finna send that woman back like that? You could have just sent her messy ass home, if that was the case. If the broad pissed you up, you could have sent her messy ass home. Look, I'm done with you, man. I ain't finna give you my energy. Watch out. You know what I'm saying? The nigga was so into himself that he jumped on her head 8, 9 times, man. They had to ambulance that lady up out of there 2 in the morning. You feel me? Kids in the house by themselves. It's crazy, but these niggas approve of that. These niggas tell other young niggas that's cool. I see it. I see a nigga do that with my cousin. He telling him it's cool. But these are niggas he on the block with every day that he make money with. They give him a little weed to make money. Now he feel all they big bros. They put me on. They put a jail bag in your pocket. Nigga guarantee you jail time. That's what they did. They didn't put you on. They guaranteed you jail time, boy, when they put that dope and that weed in your pocket, in your hand, and told you to keep some and bring them back this. They guaranteed you jail time. I ain't gonna lie to you. They didn't massage nothing in your mind, like get a job, little bro. Like go to school, little bro. They didn't do that. They didn't feed you nothing, you feel me, that you can really survive from. Like, little bro, go to college, little bro. You feel me? Then you can feed your family for the rest of their life. They didn't tell you that. Niggas don't tell you that no more. That's nerd shit to niggas. Niggas ain't gonna say that no more. That's nerd shit. Niggas, a nigga told me, man, fuck that shit. I ain't know none of that, nigga. I'm on the block. I'm like, damn. I swear if I'm living Jesus, he can strike me down right now. That boy was dead 3 weeks later, and that was crazy. Because that block is where he died at. But he told me the block had him. He told me the block got him, gang. I'm looking at gang like, listen, nigga, the streets win. Nobody win against the streets. Nigga, the streets ain't got you. The streets got the streets, nigga. Your young ass don't know shit. You trying to tell me something, gang. I'm like 10 years older than you. Nigga, the streets always win, gang. You ain't gonna never win. I had to tell him that, though. He didn't believe that. He learned that, though. And I hate to say it, he learned that in the saddest way, gang. But, God said we can't be sad either because those people live in sin. He said so those people know what they got coming. You feel me? If they don't, they should have learned. It said it. You feel me? And I remember it was a time I wasn't trying to learn. And I had to learn. He hawking my ass. I remember it was a time I wasn't trying to believe none of that, but he showed me in one way or another. And that's crazy because I didn't believe that he would show me. It was always an older person saying that to me, like, you gonna learn. God gonna show you. God gonna show you. And I used to always cuss their ass out. Shut your ass up, bitch. Bitch, listen, ain't nobody listen. And mark her words. God showed me. He showed me. He set my ass down. Get back. He set my ass down. I'm talking about the hard way. Not nothing to take me off physically. Not nothing to fuck me up, take none of my legs or nothing like that. But he did something to me that I know only he can do. I know that only a higher power can do, gang, and there wasn't nothing I could do about it. I was looking dumb for a while, like a year and a half, 2 years. So at the end of the day, I know how it go. He didn't send me in no jail, but he done something that I know that the higher power only can do, gang. That's why I was trying to tell niggas like, gang, you learn off experience. And it's gonna be something that take place in your life that you ain't gonna be able to explain. Nobody else gonna be able to explain, gang, for real. And that's when you gonna know. That's when you gonna know. It said that in there too, like, damn, everybody gonna know. So you gonna know something happened. You gonna know something took place. And it wasn't of, you know what I'm saying? The physicality, it wasn't of this world. You feel me? So pay attention. Pay attention to how you feel too in certain situations. Control your emotions, man. To all the young men out there, control your emotions. Learn to control your emotions. Learn to control the aspect of whatever people say and do to you and how it make you feel, because that right there can help you rule the world. I'm giving you a secret. That'll help you rule the world, because once you rule your emotions, you rule everything around you. You can really rule your energy field. A lot of people don't know that. So that means stop reacting simultaneously to everything that take place. Think first before you react, but don't think out loud. Think in here and watch what come out. You know what I'm saying? Listen to your inner self, and this is some shit I've been learning and studying. But that's just with energy and shit, with the quantum effects and shit of energy. But when you learn how to maneuver energy for real, and you gotta believe in the game, everything will work in your favor. And start thinking that too. Don't say, like, you know how most niggas be like, I hope this worked for me. Fuck all that. Tell yourself you know it's going to work for you. Cause telling yourself you know it's going to work creates a different emotion, creates a different frequency of feeling, of energy that surges through you. A lot of people don't know that. Telling yourself you hope it work, or always having the middleman in your feelings, that create barriers in your life. You feel me? Having the middleman in your feelings create barriers in your life. That's why if you listen, like Kendrick Lamar said, get out your feelings. You feel me? Get out your feelings, and that's real. Stop letting certain things create dimensions of poverty in your life, dimensions of apathy in your life, dimensions of delay. You know what I'm saying? And that's all based off what you think. Well, I know this might not work for me. I know I don't got enough to get this. I know I don't make that much money to buy that. Stop saying that. The question is how. The question is how. You feel me? And the question is to already actually it ain't a question. The feeling is to already feel like you got that. To already feel like what you want is already there. That was hard for me to learn too, gang, throughout the years because I was one of those logical ass thinkers. Like, I was one of those see it to believe it thinkers. Put it like that. I didn't believe in the invisible. I didn't. I never did. I didn't believe in the invisible. That's what made God talk to me too, because due to the fact I ain't believe in invisible, that mean I ain't believe in a higher power. That mean I ain't believe in a higher source at the time because I was with people who didn't believe in this. So, it's like I started studying gang and I isolated. And he isolated me for a reason. I've been isolated like this for a minute, gang, like by myself. This is what I do. If I ain't with my kids now and my wife, I'm by myself most of the time. A nigga, a lot of times, like my brother, he'll tell you, you can't even call me and get in contact with me, bro. The nigga be calling, calling, calling. I'm just so isolated because when they say when he isolates you, it's time he taking you through a training, a learning, a process part of your life. And I think that's what I've been going through. So I've been trying to feed that same shit to everybody else, gang. Like I don't want you to miss out on what I'm gonna receive too, because I learned something new and I'm following that path now. But I try to feed it to the people that want it. Some people don't want it. They don't believe in it. I'm like, man, fuck that energy shit. All that shit dead. Blase Wooty, this the way it is. This is how life finna go. But not knowing you can change it. Like, it's off the way you perceive it. If you perceive it a certain way, it's gonna be like that. You can change it though. You know what I'm saying? You can. You can change it. They don't believe they can. You feel me? And me personally, I feel like I'm a living, walking testimony of that, gang, right now. Like as we speak, from the things I'm doing, I'm sowing seeds right now, and I'm seeing them like these books I'm writing, gang, and putting on Amazon. The music I'm doing, I'm shooting my own music videos. Me and my son now. I record all my own music. I ain't going to the studio paying for no motherfucking studio time. None of that shit. I'm a living, walking testimony of being able to prove that what I perceived once while ago is not my future, because I'm changing that right now as I'm walking. You feel me? Like 10 years ago, it wasn't the same. I wasn't thinking the same. I didn't believe that I had a goal. I wasn't even trying to make a goal. I ain't gonna lie to you. 10 years ago, I wasn't focused on nothing but being in the street and hitting a lick and having my boys with me and possibly getting them in some trouble too, because I was the only felon. So 9 times out of 10, they finna catch a felony too, because I'm getting them involved in this shit. Like, I wasn't thinking how I'm thinking now, gang. You feel me? My brother had a problem the other day, and he having that same problem, and I had to tell him. I went over there. Me and him, we was arguing because I tell him I'm not the friend that's finna come, or I ain't the brother, or I ain't the homie, or I ain't the cousin, I ain't the family, I ain't none of that that's finna come and coach you into losing your life in jail or getting smoked by beefing with these people. Cause I know what we can do, gang. You feel me? Like, I know what we can do. I can't tell y'all, but I know what we can do. I'm telling gang, like, you know what we can do. You know what we, you know the shit that we come with. This shit gonna flip a block. This shit gonna turn this motherfucker to a parking lot. When I said parking lot, I said, gang, first off, you putting all us in a situation we ain't gotta be in. And you putting these people in a situation they ain't gotta face. You hear me? And I don't want them people to face that. So at the end of the day, leave that shit alone. Bro, he didn't get it at the point, at that moment, but then he started understanding because he was thinking like, damn, you right, bro. I said, right. Because what we come with, gang, you don't need nobody. It's just you. That's it. I don't give a fuck how many of them. So you gotta understand what I'm saying, gang. And I'm like, you can't afford that. We on a different route right now. Right now we wanna be so dolo that we don't wanna know nothing. Nigga, put the overalls on. Let a motherfucker think you some cornball painting ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's how you wanna be. All right, man, listen. Gang got that and he understood that, and after that argument, he's like, bro, I apologize because you made me, open my mind to something different that I didn't have to bring all that smoke. I said, yeah, and plus, you ain't you don't want to show your hand. My bad. Somebody was calling, but and once he got that, I started kicking more wisdom and knowledge. And sometimes a lot of people like, don't give everybody your wisdom and knowledge. I do it in my songs. If you listen to my music, gang, I do it all the time, gang. I write that shit like it's a book. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's because that's how it come in my mind. Some people they got gifts, and they able to do special things. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of mine. I think I'm real special with that, bro. I'm able to create and write and have a person mind going. But at the end of the day, I feel like, man, just learn to control your emotions, bro. I ain't gonna be on here long. Learn to control your emotions, control your energy. Right now in life is the most prominent time to protect your energy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Whoever listening, whoever you is, right now, protect all the energy you got, all your creative energy, all that. Want me to tell you why? Because they trying to steal it from you, or they trying to make sure you don't succeed and get to the top. That's only if you trying to succeed. It's a lot of people out there, they don't know what they trying to do in life. They don't know where they want to go. You feel me? It took me a while to understand where I wanted to go and how I wanted it mapped out, and I figured that out. And I think my creator gave me that knowledge to do so. So I'm taking my legs on it and I'm running it. Y'all do the same thing, gang, because there's some people out there who can't wait to see you fail. They can't wait to see you fall. They hating on you, gang. You know it. Fuck them, though. You hear me? Because God got you. Can't nobody else do nothing to you. It's over. But just watch the haters. You're going to know from their motions, from their movements, from the way they act, from the way they talk to you, from how they look at you. You feel me? You're going to notice it. You're going to peep it and pay attention and always stay intact with your intuitional self. You feel me? Stay in tune with your intuitional self. Fuck the logical self. Stay in tune with your intuitional self. Learn how to feel. Learn how to be aware of the people around you. Learn how to feel when niggas don't like you for real and when people really jealous of you. You feel me? Learn that shit for real, gang. Hey, other than that, man, I love all of y'all that joined my episode today, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta get back to creating. You feel me? I gotta get back to music making. Big T, Big Terrence the Great, gang. You already know I'm waiting on you. We gonna work. Most definitely we gonna work, gang. I definitely can't wait for that because I'm trying to travel too. I gotta travel. Y'all boys out there though been popping, boys. Boy, Cali crazy. But I definitely gotta come out there, gang. And we definitely gotta do that EP. So you already know we on that, gang. Love, man. I love everybody. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe. I'm out.